Hello folks, welcome back to Salesforce Anytime channel. Today we are going to talk about how to export data from Salesforce. So there are many ways how you can do this. Possibly there are different ways. For example, you could use a Workbench tool, which is Salesforce tool, say the workbench.developers.force.com. So this tool is provided by Salesforce but not officially supported by Salesforce. So normally this works pretty good if you have not like millions and millions of records, but in that case also it would work. I mean, that's not an issue, but only in some cases I have seen that the Heroku app, which is what this app is on, might give some issues while updating records, etc. But that was not very often, so I would still go ahead and use the Workbench tool for any kind of data export I have to do from Salesforce. So this gives me a facility that you can open this from any browser, be it Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer. So that is a good facility of this. So for example, we have other tools also, which is like Salesforce Inspector, which is a Google Chrome extension. So that extension works only on Google Chrome. Obviously it's a Google Chrome extension. So today we're going to talk about how to export data using Workbench tool. So let's see, for example, if you wanted to export account information from your Salesforce org, then how do you export that, right, into a CSV file so that you can open it up in Excel for your editing or for giving to someone else, right? Okay, so let's log into this Workbench. So I have to click on agree the terms of service and log in with Salesforce. And obviously if you are logging into your sandbox, then you select sandbox. Since I'm logging into my developer edition production org, that's why I'm selecting production here. Okay, so I'm just logging in, have clicked log with Salesforce button. So this logs in with OAuth 2.0. Since I'm already logged in another window, it has let me in. So here you have many options in this tool. So today we're going to talk about exporting data, how you can export the data. So I am going to use the SOQL query to export data. So I've clicked on that SOQL query, and from the screen appears now where you can select the object from which you want to export the data. So my most famous object is account, and after that it's opportunity. So because it's more oftenly standard object which is available in all the orgs, that's why I select this as an example. But if you have any custom objects, then you can select that custom object from this list. So right now I don't have any specific custom objects, that's why I'm selecting account. So once you select the account, it should give you all the fields in the account here, which are exportable or queryable fields, and from here you can select which fields you want to display. So for example, if I wanted to display the fields which are right. Okay, so let me select the name, and you can use control on your keyboard to select multiple fields. So I'm going to select name, phone, then I think I had a type also. Yep, so I have selected this using control and then clicking with the mouse button. You could also use shift if you are selecting many fields after each other. If there are subsequent fields, you can use that. I'm going to select I don't need account number, right? I need site, I need billing state. So let's see site. I think it should be account site. So let's see, where is it? Oh, here. And then I got billing state, should be somewhere in the B. So we got billing state. So what else I want? Type, I got account owner, right? Okay, so I'm looking for the owner field. Let's see. Is the owner field? Yep, you got owner. So I'm pressing control and then pressing this, selecting the field so that the query will not get wiped out. So I'll show you, if I don't press control and just click this, the entire query gets wiped out. So if you want to preserve your query, you make sure you press control and then select those fields. So I have copied the query before it was wiped out, so I'm just going to paste it again so it's not lost. And if you want to apply any filters, you can apply here. And if you want to sort your results by any field, you can do it like here. So let's do a normal query. So I'm just doing a query. So if it has, it will display the error before displaying the query results. So now you can see the query results. Since I have only 13 accounts in my developer org, I'm seeing this 1 to 13 of 13. But if you have many, like thousands, and in case of some cases millions of records, then you would see here 1 to 200 of maybe 1000 records, 1 to 200 of maybe like 10,000 records, like that you would see here. So the advantage of querying like this with this list as selected option is that even if you have like 1 million records in a given table, for example in account, it's going to show you only 200 records at a time. And the advantage is that the query will not take long time to execute. So it's better to always search or query with this option first, list option, and then you can query using, if you want to export, right, then I'll show you another option how you can export this data into an CSV so that you can open in Excel. So the other option, if you want to export this in CSV, is the bulk CSV. So internally what happens is when you select list, and I could be wrong, but when you're selecting list, it is like searching or querying using SOAP API, which is inbuilt with pagination, like query more, which always pulls 200 records at first and then rest records on demand basis. But the bulk CSV is something which is like using bulk API internally. You could read about bulk API by googling right, about this bulk API Salesforce. So internally this uses bulk API to query, and once you query, what it does is it actually submits a job, bulk API job, to Salesforce to query large amount of data. And once the large amount of data is received, the job status would turn into complete. So I'll show you how that works. So I have selected bulk CSV and I'm clicking on query button. So as soon as you click on this, it's going to create a job, the bulk job, background, and this is the job ID which is created, and it is good. The processed are 0 for now, and if there are any errors, it will display on the errors column how many records have errored out. Okay, so the job has been completed now. As you can see, it has processed 13 records, which was what I had in my developer org. If it had like 10,000, 1 lakh or 1 million records, it would have said processed 1 million records. And if it had failed any records to fetch, then it would have shown here. So right now all the records are fetched, and the status is completed. The job, this is the job ID which it submitted, and here you can see little icon by using which you can download the file which you have just queried. There are some more details here. You can see about the job. The concurrency mode for this bulk API was parallel, so that works very fast. If you have like more number of records, like million records, then it would divide this job into batches, and then multiple batches would pull the report or the data, which is very fast because it's work in parallel fashion. So right now it has downloaded the results. Let's click on this download icon. I've clicked on it, just waiting for the download to happen. Yep, so it has downloaded. So as you can see, this is the CSV file. It has downloaded. So it's opening in LibreOffice since I am using it on Linux. So it's in MS Excel. As you see, yeah, you can see it here. So the 5 fields or 6 fields what we have selected are appearing here. Okay, so let's see what else we have got. So if you go back to the Workbench and go back to the SOQL query, let me select the list. Well, for this owner, right? So what you would do is, normally this is a lookup field or master detail field and give object, and you would remove this ID, and you put dot and whatever field name from the object. So normally owner points to the user or queue object, so we would receive the name of the user if I say dot name. Okay, and let me query again. So this is an error you would get. Parent relationship queries are blocked or disabled in Workbench. So for this error you have to go to the settings. So once you click on the settings, it would display you the options, and check for where it says allow parent in the query. So just going to search for parent. Yep, allow SOQL parent relationship queries. I selected this option. I clicked on apply settings. Okay, so let me remove this ID from the account ID and put dot name, and then click on the query button. So it has queried the account name and also opportunity name. So if I want to export this to Excel, again I'm going to select bulk CSV option and click on query, which is going to submit a bulk API job. Once I have this available, I download it. So it's job processed, and I can download results using this download icon. I'm able to download the results. If you open results CSV file, you should be able to open it up inside your Excel. Since I have LibreOffice open that, so I'm able to open. This is the opportunity. This is the account name for the opportunity, and this is the opportunity name. So this is what I wanted to show you, how you can do the data export in Salesforce. So this is very useful when you want to export the data from either sandbox or either from production, where you want to export entire data set. With some filters you can export if you have any filters. If not, then always use bulk CSV, as it would be faster for you. So thank you very much for watching this video, and just do let me know if you have any feedback in the comments area. Thank you very much. Bye.